The chair recognizes the gentleman from New York, Mr. Espaillat, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have the privilege of representing two historic and iconic districts in the 13th Congressional District. Harlem, which is the center, the Mecca of the African-American diaspora. It is the center of culture, of music, of literature for the Black community, with the Apollo and the Schomburg and other great historical institutions. The other neighborhood that I represent, Mr. Speaker, is East Harlem, El Barrio, which is the launching pad for the Latino experience in New York City. It was the home, the cradle for the Puerto Rican community that opened its doors to Dominicans, Ecuadorians, Colombians, Central, South Americans, and really are two historic districts within the 13th Congressional District. Today, we mark a new day for those two communities with regards to transit access. This week, President Biden announced and submitted to Congress a strong and visionary budget. It included $4.5 billion for the Capital Investment Grant Program, which includes $400 million for the construction of the second phase of the 2nd Avenue subway extension. The first phase was completed not too long ago, several years ago, and it went from 96th Street south to 72nd Street, touching some of the most affluent zip codes in the country. This phase, the second phase, will go north to 125th Street. Some people have categorized it and call it Uptown Ground Central. And it will connect East Harlem, El Barrio, and Harlem on 125th Street to the rest of the world. These stops will connect a transportation desert where over 75% of its residents use public transportation to the Lexington Avenue line, which is the most overcrowded subway line in the city, if not the country. East Harlem, as I said earlier, is currently a transportation desert. And this second phase will change the lives of over 100,000 New Yorkers that will use it on a daily basis. This phase will extend train services to 96th Street and 125th Street, a 2-mile stretch, and benefit thousands upon thousands of New Yorkers. But it would also connect to Metro North, a total of 124 stations in 7 different counties in upstate New York, suburban New York, as well as Connecticut. So as such, it will connect also folks to LaGuardia Airport via bus and future water transportation in the Hudson River and Harlem River. So this is truly a regional project that will connect Harlem and East Harlem, El Barrio, to the rest of the world. I am very happy and proud that President Biden included $400 million for the second phase of the 2nd Avenue subway. The first phase saw 160,000 people benefit on a regular basis, $842 million in wages, and $2.87 billion in economic activity in that region on the first phase. So I'm happy to see this new initiative. Thank you, President Biden, for bringing the second phase of the 2nd Avenue subway to the 13th Congressional District.